So I started back in Red Hill County, you know, over along the coast. But then I split the track between Grizzly River and Smoky Hill. Turned one half into a western town, and the other one into a crazy stadium with dinosaurs and jet skis. Just watch.
Wrecknation is a game that will allow the players to create insane and bizarre racing tracks with a complex building system with a lot of possibilities since props, lanes, ramps, and of course, many cars and customization to these cars. It's being developed by a studio called Three Fields Entertainment, and it was announced at PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox Series XS, Xbox One, and Windows, but remembering that sometimes the studios cancel the version to the old gen, but so far it's still confirmed, and there's no official release date yet.
Satisfied? Much better.
Endurance Motorsport series is a mysterious racing game that promises to be really interesting, especially for fans of simulation racing games. It's being developed by a studio called KT Racing, a studio of Nacon. And it's aimed to be released still in 2025 to Xbox Series XS, PlayStation 5, and Windows. As I said, this game is a bit mysterious, because here, the players will be able to manage the race from the stands, drive legendary cars, and enjoy a genuine endurance race experience, as both driver and engineer. In this unique simulation, victory can only come through teamwork. And this is a game that you, fan of racing simulator games, should keep an eye out for.
They hurt you pretty bad, didn't they? I haven't seen you this scarred since last September.
Come on, move it! Get out of my way, jerk!
Maybe I overreact, but we'll get you sorted out.
Wreckfest 2 is an insane realistic racing game, offering the best in full-contact racing with unrivaled destruction. Witness head-to-head battles as you tear apart rival vehicles bit by bit. Powered by the enhanced physics engine, developed by the creators of Wreckfest and Flat Out. The studio developing the game is Bugbear, and if you played the original game, you know how good it was. A game with extreme quality and absolutely fun. The sequel is already on early access on Steam for PC, but the final version will also be available on Xbox Series XS and PlayStation 5, but there's no release date yet for it.
You take that piece and throw it up! Oh, feels like something came up through the seat. Oh.
Apex Rush is a new fast-paced racing game coming out to PC. Race against the time on exciting tracks, with gradually increasing difficulty. Set your fastest time, battle other players on the leaderboards. The game is being developed by the studio Hazardous Games, and it's only confirmed for PC for now. And despite there's no release date confirmed, its early access version is planned to be released as soon as possible. Fumes is one of those games that mix racing and boomer shooter, like the classic Vigilante 8 and some other games. Here we can see that it is aiming to resurrect that classic style. Even the graphic style is in the PlayStation 1 style. Arm your vehicle with deadly weapons and roam endless wastelands in this fast-paced car combat game. Collect upgrades for your car to melt enemies and giant bosses in this bizarre world. Game developed by Fumes team and only confirmed for PC so far, but there's no release date yet. But I believe it's coming out still in 2025, at least an early access version. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds is finally a new kart game of the beloved Sonic. If you don't know the series, well, it's in the same style of Mario Kart, but with the Sonic characters and some unique features too. It's being developed by the studio Sonic team, and it's coming out to Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox Series XS, Xbox One, and Windows in some moment of 2025. Race across land, sea, air, space, and time in Sonic Racing. Warp through travel rings into new dimensions where something new awaits around every twist. City Car Driving 2.0 is a simulator about driving, with a realistic gameplay and traffic rules. It's being developed by the Studio Forward Development, and it's going to be released in May of 2025, but it's just a release window yet. There's no specific date, and as always, this is a PC game style, and will only be available on PC, at least in the start. It's also designed to help novice drivers to master driving in a setting as close to reality as possible. Artificial intelligence monitors compliance with traffic rules, player behavior on the road, which helps to consolidate practical skills and theoretical knowledge of traffic rules.
They ask, why do you love this wild, crazy sport? Because life makes a lot more sense when you're out there chasing limits. On the edge, where racers like to play. The thing about messing with the limits, though, Eventually, you're going to come unstuck.
Project Motor Racing is a new simulation racing game coming out. It's being developed by the studio Straight 4 Studios, and it's confirmed to 2025, but with no release date yet. And it'll be available on Xbox Series, PlayStation 5, and Windows. All the passion, beauty, and intensity of pro motorsport, merging the most iconic cars and circuits with a new benchmark in handling performance. So you're a fan of games with a realistic approach. This one may be really good.
In this sport, no one gets to buy legacy. We build it together, one lap at a time. Because legacy is not an orphan, it's all of us. It's this wild, beautiful community we call sim racing.
Overjump Rally is an unofficial remake of Sega Rally from the 90s. It's being developed by the studio Bonsai Rosso, and so far it's only confirmed for PC, but there's no official release date yet. It's being developed in the famous and powerful Unreal Engine 5, with stunning graphics, nostalgic music, and intuitive controls that brings classic racing to a new generation. So if you missed the original game and want to see it with realistic graphics, it's your chance now. Even if you don't know the game, but like classic games like Gran Turismo, I think you'll like it too.
When I was a kid, I couldn't wait to leave this town behind. But what's that saying? Man plans and God laughs? Well, he must have had a good one on my account. When the water receded, it carried away everything we ever had. It also gave me a reason to stay. Truth is, we can't stop what's coming. The important thing is that we rebuild.
Roadcraft is a new game for you fan of realistic and satisfying simulation games. This one is about building with many different vehicles. The studio developing the game is Saber Interactive, and it's coming out on May 20th, 2025 to Xbox Series XS, PlayStation 5, and Windows, and promises to be an immersive, satisfying, and fun simulation game with impressive visuals and graphics, realistic physics, and numerous objectives, and the studio developing it is the same of the game Snorner. That's a really beloved game by the fans. Numerous tasks await you and your heavy machinery as you work to restart the local industry, clearing debris, replacing faulty equipment, rebuilding roads and bridges, and more.
My memory's still a bit blurry. Remember this. Inside my head.
Satellite gives us a 10-minute window. You made it.
That's just leftover hardware. It's been decommissioned. What the hell is happening? All I know is that Silvercorp is a piece of my story.
Mind's Eye is a story-driven, action-adventure thriller set in a fictional near-future Americana, featuring best-in-class cinematics, high-octane driving, and explosive combat from legendary game director Leslie Benzies. This is a game that promises to be the game to be in the same level of GTA 6 in 2025, and yes, it's being developed by an old Rockstar game director. That's why the hype is real about it. The studio is built a Rocket Boy, and the game is coming out in June 10th. It's really close, and it'll be available on Xbox Series XS, PlayStation 5, and Windows.
What's going on in there?
It was an ambush. Do what you can. Do not lose her. I'm coming to you now. The search and rescue bots. They're melting.
Fatal Run 2089 is a game that resembles some classic racing games. And to be honest, it also reminded me some mobile racing games. What's not bad, but is what it feels like in the trailer. The game is being developed by the classic and nostalgic Atari. Yes, Atari. And it's coming out to Xbox Series XS, PlayStation 5, and Windows with no official date yet, but probably 2025. Fatal Run 2089 delivers over-the-top driving action across a post-apocalyptic landscape. You'll have to race against a countdown clock at incredibly high speeds and destroy enemy vehicles by any means necessary.
They ask, why do you love this wild, crazy sport? Because life makes a lot more sense when you're out there chasing limits. On the edge, where racers like to play. The thing about messing with the limits, though, eventually you're going to come unstuck.
Project Motor Racing is a new simulation racing game coming out. It's being developed by the studio Straight 4 Studios, and it's confirmed to 2025, but with no release date yet, and it'll be available on Xbox Series, PlayStation 5, and Windows. All the passion, beauty, and intensity of pro motorsport, merging the most iconic cars and circuits with a new benchmark in handling performance. So you're a fan of games with a realistic approach, this one may be really good.
In this sport, no one gets to buy legacy. We build it together, one lap at a time. Because legacy is not an orphan, it's all of us. It's this wild, beautiful community we call sim racing.
JDM, Japanese Drift Master, is a game for you. It combines a realistic physics with a gameplay that mixes a simulator with an arcade game, also known as Simcade. So I'm sure it's going to be really fun to explore the streets of Japan in the classic style of Fast and Furious 3. The game is being developed by the Studio Gaming Factory and is coming out only on PC so far. A version to the consoles is not confirmed yet, maybe in the future, and there's a release date already. That is May 21st, 2025. So if you like drifting challenges, this game shall be really interesting. Mario Kart World is the new game of this classic racing series. The game is being developed by Nintendo and is going to be released in the new Nintendo console. That's Switch 2, and it'll be released in the same day. That's June 5th, 2025. You probably know Mario Kart series, an arcade fun racing game that created this style of races in video game. And now the new game is finally announced. The last one released was Mario Kart 8 in 2014. So 10 years later, we're seeing a whole new game. The game will be set in a huge open map with different modes, different karts, characters, places, and much more. So if you're planning to buy a Nintendo Switch 2, this is a good game to start playing.
Lucia, do you know why you're here?
Bad luck, I guess.
GTA 6 is the new adventure of one of the biggest video game series ever. The game will once again be set in Vice City, a famous city of the series, but now it'll be set in modern days, even with a whole new part. I'd even say that Vice City we know will be just a small part of the whole game. Like GTA 5, here we'll play with more than one protagonist. Now, it'll be Jason and Lucia, and it promises to be one of the greatest games ever. The game is being developed by Rockstar Games, and it's coming out on May 26th, 2026, and it'll be launched on Xbox Series XS and PlayStation 5.
I'm here for Lucia Caminos. She's supposed to be getting out.
What's your name?
Jason Duval.
I seen you here before.
You might have. Hey.
Hey. Look who's back. The only way we're gonna get through this is by sticking together, being a team.
Five Laps at Freddy's is a kart game in the beloved universe of Five Nights at Freddy's. It's being developed by the Studio Click team and is confirmed only to Windows for now. Select one of 12 of your favorite animatronic characters and race on 16 tracks set across 4 cups. Each track is based on your favorite locations from Five Nights at Freddy's lore, including Fazbear Hills, Midnight Motorist, and more.
Bike and started to ride straight ahead. I left everything behind. I was finally alone. I slept in roadside motels, in which I did not lack entertainment. I met different people, and I'll admit, sometimes the night didn't go my way. But in the morning, I always went on. I did most of the repairs alone on the road.
American Motorcycle Simulator is one of those simulation games that mixes a lot of things. Yes, the core of the game is ride a bike in the streets of the United States, but won't be just about that. You'll be able to modify your bike, fix problems in the bike manually, visit many different places and towns with different mini games, help people that needs assistance in the road, and much more. It's being developed by the Studio Road Studio SA and is only confirmed to Windows so far. Actually, this kind of game is barely released on consoles, and it has no release date yet, but I believe we'll see it soon.
And at other times, happiness would turn away from me. But I ain't gonna pretend it was all happy times. I had to survive, live, and I needed to keep gas in the tank somehow. And motorcycle parts. 'Cause my baby had to have the best. But when it got tough, I knew I could always count on the motorcycle brotherhood. And of course, I was happy to help.
All of the men in this room are bound by blood. This is a family. And in this family is to betray all. Do you wish to commit yourself, your life, to this family?
Mafia: The Old Country is the fourth game of an acclaimed and beloved series. I mean, the third game is not that beloved, but there are some fans of it too. The game is being developed by the studio Hangar 13, the studio responsible for Mafia 3. As I said, it's not the most beloved game, but they also did Mafia 1 Remake. That's an excellent game, and now it'll be their new chance of creating a good story. The game will be released in August 8th, 2025 to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, and Windows. The game will be set before the other games, in the start of 20th century, and promises to be a game with a great storytelling like the first two games.
Bravery is not common in this world, and so loyalty, honor, obedience, they set the man apart from the rest. You took care of Messina, but this matter is not yet resolved. Will you help me bring it to a close?
Of course, Dr. Rizzi.